Hello, very dear one, and welcome to this psychic garden. So, as always, you can follow the timestamps in the description section to find your reading or stay for a quick introduction. Inner critic. Okay, man, how has this aspect followed us throughout our lives? And of course, it serves a purpose, but sometimes it can get in the way. And that's why having conversations with it is very helpful to move forward. This is where the inner critic starts not serving its purpose and being against ourselves, when it doesn't allow us to grow, to move, to actually appreciate our simple space in life, our place, to honor that, to honor what we have in the present moment. It's a voice always bugging. And sometimes, so it's a well-intended bugging. That's the worst of it. And sometimes this bugging, since it's well-intended, it helps us see something and adjust something and grow in a certain direction and not repeat a certain pattern and so on. But the way it does it, it can be very mean. And when it's so mean or cruel, it actually doesn't help. It creates an internal battle. So what we're here to do is to establish a dialogue with all these aspects that are sometimes create internal battles in yourself. And right now, today, we're going to look into the inner critic. Let's see. I'm excited to see what your inner critic is doing for you, where it's coming from, how is it doing it, and how to what is coming from your guides, so that you can have a better relationship with this inner critic, so that you can have a wholesome, helpful conversation in your mind going on to move forward in your soul path, in your human path through this lifetime in the best way possible. Okay? So let's, please, guides. Oh, it's already coming out. So your guides are here, and they communicated me with your inner critic. And the question here is, where do you come from? So we are asking your inner critic, where does it come from? Where do you come from? Abundance. Okay. So you might have grown in an environment in which abundance was evident, either in your home or in your surroundings. And in some way, the search for this abundance, like the purpose, when the purpose of your life becomes to search and go after abundance, then the inner critic is triggered. Okay? Now, abundance is an interesting concept because it can be in a greedy way, like not ever being satisfied and always looking for more and more and more, and we never feeling that satisfaction and going after more material goods and gain and profit and so on. Or it can be the inner sense of being and having enough and having the right to grow into more, to enjoy more experiences, to be and grow into a greater feeling of abundance. Abundance of love, of just sometimes union with spirit, of satisfaction of nature, of creativity, of flow. No? Okay, so your inner critic is focused in some way. It's told itself this story that abundance is only there when it's evident for others, and it's making you feel that you cannot be happy until your accumulation of goods is enough for others to see. This is the story it created in childhood. This is what it learned from its environment. This is a very sad thing to learn for kids because it dehumanizes. It separates us from our human nature. So actually, your inner critic, this is when it's mean and what it's doing, it's separating you from your human nature. So right now, it's activated, and like in your life, maybe not at this precise moment when you're looking at the video, but in your life because of the situation. So I want to know what their interpretation of the current situation is. What's your interpretation of the current situation with this person? Please let me know. Inner critic, what's your interpretation of the current situation? Who's this inner person for you? How do you see? Okay. King of Pentacles. So wow. They see you. Oh wow. As the owner and bearer of material goods, as the one and super powerful force. They see you as your inner critic sees you as a powerful force which is able to sustain yourself and others in a unbelievable way. And yeah, simply that. And the current situation, they see the current situation as the way in which you can really, it's like they are saying, this is your opportunity to be this powerful force you've always wanted to be. Take it, take it, take it, take it. Okay, this is how they are right now seeing things, which is a good perspective. And if things are like that, then okay. Okay, inner critic, yeah, I like it. But even though the situation is like that, even though abundance is a good thing, even though I want to know why your inner critic is mean to you. Why is your voice so mean? Why is your voice so mean? Why are you so tough? Why are you so tough? Okay. 3 of Pentacles. Okay. This is impressive how the material goods and realm and everything is coming through so clearly in your reading. I always work with these inner aspects with myself before I do readings for others, and this is super different. And it's just to say that this is very special. This is like really meant for you. There's something special in your path related to material goods, and which is coming from your environment in childhood, which is also present in your present moment. You're in this opportunity to be this abundant leader with the King of Cups, of Pentacles. And the reason that, because your inner critic is tough, is because it's, I'm sorry, I'm just channeling a lot of things right now. And I'm sorry, yeah, it's difficult to see. Because in this, it's like one would say a bittersweet, but it's not precisely bittersweet. It's like mean and abundant. So it's both tough and pleasurable at the same time. Situations that you've lived related to material goods. And this is what your inner critic observes and sees and is afraid of. Okay, they see your potential of collaboration with others, but they also don't want you to get into trouble because of teamwork. So they are in both kind of states. They remember how good it has been through being teamwork in previous situations, but they also remember when it wasn't good and when you lost something related to some teamwork. Yeah, and it creates a tough voice and a mean voice because it's replicating the situations in which you were with other people, dreaming dreams of abundance, and things didn't work out in your favor. And it's telling you, it's sometimes it's pushing you forward to be in situations which you are with other people, but at the same time it's telling you, oh my God, and what if this person is like that? And oh my God, what if they see you? What if they see that you are not as good as you thought you are, as you presented yourself to be? Yeah, okay, so there's also kind of it's creating this low self-esteem. You don't have low self-esteem, but it's creating kind of a situation in which you feel not so precious with your gifts, not enough. And it's telling you, go, collaborate. But what if they see that you're not enough? Maybe they will see that you're not enough. Okay, remember, go and collaborate, but remember that you have to do things so that they appreciate your labor and that they see that you're enough. Okay, this is what came through. And let's see, how can we help this voice transform? How can we help you transform, inner critic? How can we help you transform? Page of Wands, and I require 2 cards, 2 of Swords. Beautiful. So yeah, exactly. It was a bit tense also to have a lot of coins here. So you have like a tense relationship with your inner critic, and this is how it's going to start to bloom in directions in which this tension can relax. Okay, so 2 of Swords and Page of Wands, and it's very beautiful. Then the 2 of Swords also have this the sea at the back, lake, water. So this is a sword card which has a lot of water in it, and I love it. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful equilibration of both worlds, the mental and the intuition. So it's kind of this, you help this voice transform. Like right now with this card, what I'm seeing is it's from the mental realm going to the heart, from the mental realm going to the heart. It's like download. So download your thoughts to your heart and then let them reside there. Okay, download your thoughts to your heart and let them reside there, and make like a comfortable place in your heart for your thoughts, and then move from there. Take your decisions from there. And the Page of Pentacles is it's a training energy. You train the inner critic of Pentacles, not of Wands. The Page of Wands, you train your inner critic into creativity, into spontaneity. Like, okay, yeah, I heard that you think that they are not going to see me as good enough, but let's change this thought. What if we think this? What if we try this? What if we try this out? What if we see the situation in this way? Let's experiment with new ideas, okay? So it's the experimentation, artistic experimentation of new points of view, creativity, bringing creativity into your life. And actually, I was reading that when we can't go into creative mode is because our prefrontal cortex, so our thinking mind basically, and where our inner critic is too active. So find any resources that allow for the thinking mind to calm down, okay? And as I said, download your thoughts to your heart. And if you want any resources, if you want to start a conversation about this, just go to the comments and I will be there to bring in something to the conversation. Okay, and now, so this is how we help transform the inner critic, how you are going to transform this inner voice. What the inner critic has a big pressure on this abundance and material goods and so on, right? So in some way, one has to give it a certain satisfaction, right? When the inner critic feels satisfied, this creates a more calm in their activation, so it gets less activated. So it's like someone, if you are hungry, as soon as you eat, then you're not searching for food anymore, and you can relax, right? So the food for the inner critic is seeing you in an abundant situation, seeing you earning more money, seeing you buying the car, seeing you, whatever abundance means for you, and however you project it into the material realm. So even having a security, having a home, having a secure future, and it feels secure there, and then it relaxes. Okay, so how can we help the inner critic see that things are okay as they are right now, and that you're still working towards having always at every moment what you need? Okay, you're still working in that direction, and that you don't need the mean voice, because this is an obstruction. Let's calm down the inner critic. So how can we help you calm down with how the material situation is at this moment? How can we help you? Clarity. Okay, so this is very positive, because what I see is that actually your material situation is pretty good. It's pretty good as it is, right? Sometimes we think we should be somewhere else because of our age. Not true. Sometimes we think we should have a certain things because of our environment, social environment. Not true. Sometimes we think, and so on, right? We create these ideas of how much material value is the good amount to have at a certain point in life, depending on who we are, where we come from, what we strive for, and so on. This is not true, okay? You need the stability, the comfort, the pleasure that you person need, not what anyone else says. And you have that. With this card, I see that you have that. Okay? So tell your inner critic, I have it already, dear one, dear little bugging voice. I have it. Can you see that we have it? Can you appreciate that in this daily breakfast is a manifestation of we having it? Can you appreciate that this pleasurable experience with friends is a manifestation that we have it? That this leisure time that we give ourselves is a manifestation that we have it? Can you see also that I am making you and I myself responsible? I am taking a responsible position here to build stability for us in the future. Can you see it? And then the inner critic is going to start to realize this and release some of that pressure, which is a lot. There's a lot of pressure. And then let me see what your guides want you to know right now. So this is an open question for your guides. Ace of Wands. Yeah. I get it. I get your guides. So with the Ace of Wands, they are telling you Move forward. My dog is also pushing you forward. Move forward. Abundance is on your path. Keep growing the way you know how to grow. Opportunities that you don't even believe are there will be there for you. And you're in the right place at the right time right now. Your potential is going to be manifested. Just grab the opportunity of growth. Grab the opportunity that is challenging you also to manifest this creativity for yourself. Walk into that creative path. And creativity is needed always, no matter what profession or what we do, as if we are having a very intellectual job or a very monotonous job, or we are more kind of a rational mind. Creativity is the force that brings new solutions to all problems. So step into your creative potential. This is how you build abundance. This is what your guides want you to know. And this is also the clarity you're bringing to your inner critic. You're training your mind. You're retraining your mind. You're retraining your inner critic and saying, look, let's try new ways of thinking of the same problems. And just try it out. What happens if we try it out? And when they see the results, they are going to be retrained, re-educated, and you will have a wiser inner critic, which is the purpose of this all. And the wise king is moving to remind us of that. Okay, so I honor your path, your presence here. Stay around for other readings. Thank you for being here today, and all the best.